Hey, good morning. Welcome to day 2 of the Chronic Pain Challenge. Did you try the breathing technique yesterday? Did you try that, or did you try another breathing technique, something that you've done before that you might have forgotten about that works for you? What kind of an impact did that have on your pain? I know I got my daughter to try it yesterday, and she said it really helped, and she did it throughout the day. And I do it throughout the day as well as first thing in the morning and then as I'm going to sleep at night. It actually helps me to settle myself down and focus on my breathing, so I'm not focusing on what hurts or what happened during the day, and fall off and go to sleep quicker and easier at night. So how did that work out for you? Did it help? Did it not help? Do you need to practice it some more? I would say at least give it a couple of days and see if it works for you. That's all you can do. Sometimes we try something new and we don't really believe it's going to work for us, so it doesn't work for us right away. But then we try it a few more times and it does have an impact on us. And I'll teach you a technique like that later on in the 30 days because it's a little more advanced strategy. But I didn't believe it. I didn't think it would work for me. And so I think I probably tried it for about a month on and off because I didn't believe it would work for me, so I wasn't trying it consistently. And then one day I gave it a chance and I tried it and it worked. It made me feel better. So then I did it the next day and the next day and the next day. And now I do it every day. But it took me over a month to get myself to actually try it and believe that it was possible for this strategy or this technique to actually help me to feel better. Well, enough of that. Enough about me. Today, we are going to talk about want and what we want. Remember I said we were going to go over mind, body, and spirit things and kind of mix them up throughout this 30-day challenge. Yesterday, breathing I consider about the body. It's a physical thing that we can do. Today, wanting something I think is a mind strategy. It's something that it has to do with our mind and our thoughts, and that's how we control and get it to operate in our lives. So, how often do you think, how much of your time and day do you think you spend really thinking about and focusing on the things you want? Now, I ask that because I know for a fact that I spend the vast majority of my time thinking about the things I don't want. And I think I've worked on this for a lot of years and tried to get good at it, and I still spend probably 80% of my day thinking about what I don't want. We all have room for improvement, and it's different for each of us, but I've worked on it for years, and I still catch myself hundreds of times a day with images and things that I don't want popping into my head. For example, I woke up with a throbbing headache today. I don't want to have a throbbing headache that impacts my day all day long. I definitely don't want a migraine that ends up putting me in bed so that I can't do anything for the rest of the day. So I have 2 ways I can go with that. I can think about, I don't want a headache, I don't want a headache, I don't want a headache, I don't want a migraine. But guess what? Every time I think I don't want that, I'm telling my subconscious mind, I want a headache, I want a headache, I want a migraine, I don't want to do anything, I want to not be able to do anything for my day. So here's a quick trick and quick strategy to help flip that switch and go from focusing on what you don't want to focusing on what you want. And you can do lists. I teach people to do lists. If they, a lot of times you'll ask somebody what they do want, and they'll tell you, almost any time I ask somebody what they want, they don't know. They don't have an answer. It's really hard for them to come up with what they want. If I ask somebody what they don't want, heck, they can write me a novel. So what you want to do is, you can do that strategy, you can do the list of don't wants, but as soon as you do that, you immediately need to go to the other column, create a want column, and write down all the things that you do want. Then you need to take a black marker and scribble out so that you can't even read the don't wants. And all you ever think about and look at and read is the side of what you want. But I learned another strategy recently that I think is really more powerful because you can use it on the fly anytime. Whenever you catch yourself, even your subconscious or your self-talk, saying don't, not, or no, you immediately want to say in your mind or out loud if you have to, so what do I want? So if I'm thinking this morning, I don't want a headache, I'm telling my subconscious and the universe that I want a headache. So So then I immediately say, so what do I want? I want to have a pain-free, awesome day. I want to have a perfectly healthy day. I want to have, whatever works for you. I want to have a perfect day. I am having a perfect day. I feel awesome. I say I feel awesome a lot because it gets my body and everything in my being to focus on and provide proof that I am feeling awesome. So again, don't, let's try that again. Don't, not, and no. Whenever you catch yourself saying that, say, so what do I want? So what do I want? So those three words are now triggers for, so what do I want? And then think about what you really want. I want a pain-free day every day. I want to feel perfectly healthy. I want perfect health in all areas of my life. Those are some of the things that work for me and some of the things that I say to replace do not. Well, if you say do not, again, there's not, no, and don't. Those three things, we need to take those and just turn those around every time we catch ourselves saying them. So that's it for today. I want to keep these short and easy so that you'll actually try and do them. Sometimes I think I might try this today. I'm going to take a little piece of either a 3x5 card or a Post-it note, 3M Post-it note, and I'm going to, every time I catch myself saying don't, not, and no, I'm going to make a little hash mark on there because that will help remind me to ask myself the question, so what do I want? So go out, make it an awesome pain-free day, and I will see you tomorrow with day 3 of our chronic pain challenge. I hope you have a pain-free day. Bye.